Welcome to today's video. This is a B1 plus level speaking and vocabulary lesson. Today we're going to be learning about how to give and respond to opinions and also how to use the phrases me too and me neither to express agreement with the opinions of others. All right, so what are the most important things to do at a college or university? So you can place these aspects of student life in order of importance, and these will just be your opinions. There really isn't any right or wrong answer to these. To become a successful student, you should, and then, you know, mark which one do you think is the most important all the way down to the least important. All right, so now we're going to listen to, or we're going to read the opinions of some of these students, and then you can see if you agree or disagree. You can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart, or you can follow along as I read. I'm sorry. Um, okay, so letter A, Huang says, in my view, tutorials are the most important aspect of university life. You can ask relevant questions and get immediate answers. Jamar says, I believe that regular assignments are more important than end of year exams. Assignments are a better way to measure your understanding of a topic. And Veronica says, I think going to lectures is a waste of time. You can listen to a recording or watch a video of a lecture online. There is no need to be there in person. So just indicate whether you agree or disagree and give a reason. If you'd like to interact, you can also give these your opinions in the comments as well. All right, so at the end of a course of study, you obtain a final grade, and that grade is often made up of coursework and formal exams. And this student says, I really need to get good grades on my assignments because they count for 3/4 of my final grade. So we see that here, 75% of the final grade is on the coursework. And then it's broken down uh, between the individual assignments. So the first and second essays are 10% each. The third and fourth essays are 20% each. And then an oral presentation on a chosen topic is 15%. And then the exams are 25% of the grade. 5% for the semester 1 short answer test, 5% for the semester 2 short answer test, and 15% for the end of year essay writing exam. All right, so from the same list, choose 4 options and give reasons for your choice. You can give reasons why some options are important and also think about why some options are not important. So again, you can practice maybe expressing this, writing it by putting your answers in the comments. Hey, do you like to chat? So we'll go ahead and read the opinions of each of these individuals. Again, you can pause the video, read on your own, or follow along as I read. So Toby, a science fiction fan, says, I spend a couple of hours a day on forums and usually discuss science fiction and fantasy movies with people. It actually helps me with my cinema studies at college. Melissa, who's an environmental activist, says, I'm always logged into World Conservation Forum. It's the only way to get the truth about what's really happening to the environment, though sometimes the discussions are very emotional. And Ludwig, who's a grammar geek, says, I'm studying modern languages and I often post questions on forums for language lovers. There are always a lot of opinions about correct and incorrect usage of words. All right, so this point of view was posted on the third year science student forum. So read the post, and then answer the questions. Again, you can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to continue. In my view, universities place far too much emphasis on coursework these days. On most courses, some or all of the assessment depends on coursework rather than written examinations. I think written examinations are the only effective way to assess a student's individual ability. So, what does the author think? He thinks that there's too much emphasis on coursework, and he also thinks that written examinations are the only effective way to assess an individual student's ability. Um, what's his opinion about the coursework? Again, too much emphasis on it. And is coursework the best way to determine the student's ability? No, he thinks that written examinations are. Okay, so here are two responses to the original post. So you can read these and answer the questions. Again, you can pause the video, do this on your own, or follow along as I read. Science Scholar 88 says, I'm not sure about that. Using coursework to evaluate students' learning has a lot of advantages, in my opinion. For one thing, it encourages students to study consistently throughout the year rather than leaving it all to the last minute and cramming for a final exam. Dean Anastasia says, I get what you're saying, but I'm afraid I don't agree. Most students suffer from anxiety and fail to produce their best work when they are under pressure. Using coursework to test the skills of a student has acquired is a better idea. So, do the posters agree or disagree with the original post? Well, both of these people disagree. And which language shows agreement or disagreement? Well, the I'm not sure about that. Um, and then I get what you're saying, but, and then I don't agree. Right, so when you have discussions, you often come across points of view that don't agree with your own. So in a discussion, it's important to give and respond to opinions that help you express yourself clearly. Here's some expressions for giving and responding to opinions. So, I'm not so sure about that if you disagree. I get what you're saying, but I'm afraid I don't agree. I know what you mean, but I don't agree with you. I know exactly what you mean. That's a way to express agreement, and I'm afraid I have a different opinion about that. All right, here are two more responses to that original post. Again, you can pause the video, read these on your own, or follow along as I read. Laura Suarez 93 says, or Leah, I'm sorry, Leah Suarez 93 says, I know exactly what you mean. Degree courses these days are a lot less challenging than they used to be, and this is largely because they include more coursework. Students no longer need to demonstrate the knowledge they have accumulated by being put under examination conditions. Helium 111 says, Me too. If you ask me, traditional exams are the best way to show how much students have learned. If you rely on coursework, there's a risk that students are simply copying ideas or material from other sources and submitting it as their own work. So both posts agree with the original post, and what words show this? Well, the I know exactly what you mean, and then the me too. And why do the authors think that exams are better than coursework? Um, well, the first one says students no longer need to demonstrate the knowledge they have accumulated by being put under examination conditions. And the other person thinks that there's a risk that students are copying ideas or material from other sources if you rely heavily on coursework. All right, now we're going to talk about the expressions me too and me neither. So here are different ways of saying I agree when we respond to an opinion. When we respond to a positive sentence, we use me too. I think everyone should study history at school. Me too. People who don't know history can't understand current affairs. I'm worried about the exam. Me too. It's only a week away, and I have so much to study. When we respond to a negative sentence, we use me neither. I didn't realize that our assignment is due this Friday. Me neither. I'll have to spend the next 2 days working on it. I didn't enjoy the lecture. Me neither. Some of the material was very difficult to understand. So respond to each opinion using me too or me neither when possible. Remember that me too and me neither both mean I agree or I am in the same situation. And this is very important. They do not mean yes or no. All right, so you can go ahead and try these on your own and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. I think our new professor is bad at time management. So if you agree with that, you would say, me too. I don't like studying late at night. So if you agree that you don't like studying late at night, you would say, me neither. In lectures, I prefer to take notes with a pen and paper. Me too. I couldn't go to the lecture this morning. Me neither. I never sit next to James in class. Me neither. I don't believe what the professor said about climate change in today's lecture. Me neither. And I'm never going to finish my assignment on time. Me neither. So everyone has an opinion, and there are some places where you always hear an opinion whether you want to or not. So here is one, maybe in a taxi cab or an Uber ride. It says, in my opinion, young people don't have manners today. On the bus, I don't think people should listen to music on public transportation or in a restaurant. People, no, actually, that's not a restaurant, that is a hair salon. People should take better care of the way that they look. All right, now we're going to listen to Lena and Joshua and then answer the questions.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? I guess that's probably not the right question to ask. After all, you're waiting to see the dentist.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Me too. Me too. Sorry. I'm a little nervous. I always feel nervous when I'm waiting to see the dentist.
I know what you mean. It can be a little nerve-wracking.
If you ask me, people should take better care of their teeth. Then we wouldn't be so scared about going to the dentist.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, come on. People eat far too much sugar. They don't clean their teeth properly, and they don't go to the dentist regularly.
I know what you mean, but I don't think that's true for everyone. Some people are very careful with their dental hygiene.
I get what you're saying, but I think those people are in the minority. What about you? Do you take care of your teeth properly?
Well, yes, I try to make an effort.
Me too. I know exactly what you mean, and I certainly clean my teeth twice a day. But I only come and see the dentist when I have a toothache.
Well, if you ask me, you should come for a checkup every 6 months.
I'm not sure about that. Is that what you do? Have a checkup every 6 months?
Well,
Mr. Williams, the dentist will see you now.
All right, so where are they? They're in the dentist's office. So how does Joshua feel? He says he feels fine. Lena gives a couple of opinions. What are they? Well, first she says that people don't take care of their teeth properly, and that people who do take care of their teeth properly are in the minority. And does Joshua agree with all of Lena's ideas? No, he does not. All right, so now we're going to listen again and point out the mistakes that are in the text.
Good morning.
good morning.
How are you? I guess that's probably not the right question to ask. After all, you're waiting to see the dentist.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Me too. Me too. Sorry. I'm a little nervous. I always feel nervous when I'm waiting to see the dentist.
I know what you mean. It can be a little nerve-wracking.
If you ask me, people should take better care of their teeth. Then we wouldn't be so scared about going to the dentist.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, come on. People eat far too much sugar. They don't clean their teeth properly, and they don't go to the dentist regularly.
I know what you mean, but I don't think that's true for everyone. Some people are very careful with their dental hygiene.
I get what you're saying, but I think those people are in the minority. What about you? Do you take care of your teeth properly?
Well, yes, I try to make an effort.
Me too. I know exactly what you mean, and I certainly clean my teeth twice a day. But I only come and see the dentist when I have a toothache.
Well, if you ask me, you should come for a checkup every 6 months.
I'm not sure about that. Is that what you do? Have a checkup every 6 months?
Well,
Mr. Williams, the dentist will see you now.
All right, so the phrases, words and phrases underlined in red are different from what you heard in the audio. All right, so now you can try writing your own dialogue similar to the one that we just listened to. You can pick a topic, either one of these three topics or maybe one of your own, and then give an opinion, have one person give an opinion, and the other person respond to an opinion. Um, or you can also just post your opinions on any of these items in the comments, and I would invite the other students to respond either to agree or disagree with the opinions posted there. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.